really can't play without dice. And then she just like starts rummaging around. She's looking through the shelf and stuff like that. What do you guys do?
Maya, that's a choking hazard. You need to make sure that your 3-year-old can't get to it.
She's not here tonight. Her dad picked her up, and that's why we were able to play. She's not here tonight.
Wait, no, I brought enough for everybody, though. I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5. So we can just use these.
So, Maya stands up and she holds up a finger and she looks very like technical and she goes, actually, for the game that we're playing tonight, it's called Quest. We actually only need 1 dice each, and that's going to be a D20. So unfortunately, you have 6-sided dice, which are great if you're playing certain types of games. But for this one specifically, we really only need the 1 D20 each. And then she bends back down and starts hurriedly looking through her stuff.
Can I roll to see if I remember whether I saw it while I was looking at everything in the house, desperately trying to avoid the awkward situation?
Sure, go ahead.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, so that's a tough choice.
Please make it a very awkward choice for him.
Yeah. So you do remember where it is, but your choices are either you were walking around the house and you found it like in a very private place in the house that you probably shouldn't have been in, or everybody's being really like noisy trying to find these dice, and so in order to get people's attention, you're going to have to be really loud to tell them.
Oh God, I want to pick both. I can't decide which one I want. Can I do both?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Everybody, quiet. 1 second. Hold on.
Like as I was saying, you know, like
daffodils. I really need to. I really need to say something right now.
Whoa! Maya kind of waves her hands around, shushing everybody, and goes, "Go ahead." And all eyes are on you.
Maya, I saw the dice. I may have just like looked in your room for a second, and I was looking for the bathroom, and I just happened to be in your room, and I saw them next to a brazier.
Ooh, homeboy said brazier.
Maya definitely turns bright red.
Zuri is just laughing loudly.
And Maya goes, awesome, I must have dropped them when I was getting ready. And then she kind of like shrugs and brushes it off. And she's
Were you rolling in the bedroom? Maya!
Look, I'm a big nerd. I bring my dice everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know my life. And she walks off into the bedroom. You guys are alone again. Do you feel like you need to make one more awkward roll? I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I'm feeling super awkward.
16.
12.
11.
6.
Okay, so all of you succeed except Zuri. So why don't each of the 3 of you guys tell me how you salvage this awkward moment?
So I go find a book on the bookshelf that's like near everything, and I immediately shove my face in so nobody will try to talk to me.
Yeah, perfect. What about you, Gray?
Yo, wait, so Zach, you know there's actually a basketball team in Arkansas that was almost called the Braziers because there was a public poll, but they ended up going with the Larks because they didn't want to do that.
That's hilarious. What about you, Zach? What do you do?
And it's a success, right? So I have to actually be cool for a second.
Yeah, you can just ride on Gray's success too if you want.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You know, sports are cool.
And we'll leave it at that. Unfortunately, Zuri, you failed your awkward check. Well, actually, no, you tough choiced your awkward check. So I think you do succeed in like surviving this moment. You don't like suffer a deep confidence ego failure, but you either start eating a lot of chips or you are silenced. Like you're like silenced into shock for a moment in order to avoid this awkward moment.
I don't think she's that aware. I'm gonna pick the chips eating moment.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, Garrett, nice book. Actually, you're reading it upside down, I think. And then she like keeps walking, and then she takes the chips, and she like takes one bite, and she's just like, "Oh my god, these are pretty good." And then she takes like both hands in, and she's just like eating them. She's like, "Oh my god, I can't stop eating them." Honestly, I feel like I haven't eaten in 2 days. You know, it's crazy. Sometimes I can't even remember to eat. And she's eating, and she's like, "Oh my god, I haven't washed my hands since the daffodils incident. I guess these chips are mine now. Sorry about that." And then it's just like.
Just like in the corner after having flipped the book around, you just see Garrett's entire body stiffen after she says that she hasn't washed her hands since the daffodils. It is COVID-19. We need to be safe. That's just Manny speaking, by the way.
Yeah, I agree. So when Maya comes back in, she brings hand sanitizer. She sprays all of your hands with hand sanitizer because we are, even though these 5 are in each other's social bubble, so they are safe to be around each other without masks, and they're not like getting too close to each other. It's still good to always stay sanitized, especially during these pandemic times. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. And then Maya has the dice. She has like a bag of dice. She pulls out a D20 for the 2 people that don't have D20s. And she goes, "All right, guys, are y'all ready to play? Because I think we're going to have a lot of fun."
And so our players find their seats, their items ready, their minds excited for the adventure ahead. And as we gather around the table, the camera pans down, underneath, beyond the legs of the table, beyond the legs of the chair, where we see kicking feet underneath and tapping toes, and a small purple, translucent dot glowing on the carpet.
And that's where we're going to end our episode. Thank you all so much for listening to A Game Called Quest. A Game Called Quest is a group effort to create and produce. I am the game master and producer for this piece, but the credit mostly goes to the players and the amazing editor, Sean, who put a lot of effort into creating this story that you just listened to. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to follow all of us on social media, as well as checking out the main social media handles for the podcast at Game Called Quest on Twitter and Instagram. We also have a community Discord and are happy to have new members. From now on, the podcast will be releasing bi-weekly on all of your favorite podcasty places, including iTunes, Google, Spotify, and other places that I can't remember the names of. If this causes you confusion, like it does me, you can find all of the places where our podcasts are on our link tree, which is linked in the description box below. I don't really have anything else to say other than thank you so much for adventuring with us. Hope you'll come back next time for A Game Called Quest.
And so our players find their seats, their items ready, their minds excited for the adventure ahead. And as we gather around the table, the camera pans down, underneath, beyond the legs of the table, beyond the legs of the chair, to where we see kicking feet underneath and tapping toes, and a small purple, translucent dot glowing on the carpet.